2025年11月29日、日本グランドロッジのオープンハウスで語られたパストグランドマスターのスピーチ。この動画はその言葉をもとに思いを再現する形で収録されたものです。テーマはメイソンリーという生き方、フリーメイソンとは何か、そして人としてどう生きるのか、その答えがここにあります。
My name is Earl Smith, and I am the immediate past Grand Master of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Japan. I've been asked to talk to you a little about my journey as a Mason and Masonry as a way of life. I became a Mason in 2001 in Naples, Italy. But when I became a Mason is not as important as why I became a Mason. First of all, I knew very little about Masonry, and I did not seek out to join this worldwide fraternity. Instead, I found myself drawn to many Masons whom I did not know were Masons through simple social gatherings. I became friends with Masons but did not know they were Masons. After many months went by, I happened to visit a lodge and started asking about Masonry and how does someone become a Mason. That was the signal for them to open up and explain Masonry to me. So the very first step to becoming a Mason is to ask. This must come from the person or potential candidate, as Masons are not supposed to recruit. This ensures the desire to become a Mason comes from the heart and your own free will. Why did I want to become a Mason? First of all, I wanted to belong to something, make friends, become a better person, and also give back to society. The only thing I knew about Masonry is what you see in the movies, and that it was this secret society with conspiracies. Once I met the brothers and saw Masonry with my own two eyes, I realized much of what you hear about Masons in movies and social media was not true. Masonry is literally a worldwide fraternity. It isn't restricted to one city, town, or country. There are Masonic organizations or lodges in countries throughout the world. I didn't realize that until I started visiting Masonic lodges in Europe, United States, and Asia. Masonry opened up a whole world of friendship who welcomed me with open arms. So how was all this a way of life? One way to explain it is by referencing something many of you may be familiar with and understand. In Japanese history, the samurai lived by a strict code of conduct built upon loyalty, honor, courage, and self-discipline. This ancient code was called Bushido, or the way of the warrior. It was a way of life, and they were expected to live by this code. It included respect for elders, superiors, honesty, loyalty, and personal bravery. While Bushido in today's society isn't as it once was, the concepts are still evident and part of some aspects of Japanese culture. Masonry also has a code by which we live, and it is built upon the four cardinal virtues: temperance, fortitude, prudence, and justice. Temperance, which is the moderation or self-restraint in the overindulgence of pleasures and avoiding excess that may lead to undesirable outcomes. Fortitude, which is the strength of mind that allows a person to endure pain or adversity with courage. Prudence, using sound judgment, foresight, and discretion, particularly when it involves your own behavior regarding risk and danger. Justice is the quality of being fair, equitable, and impartial in the treatment of others, giving each person their just due. Our goal is to live by this code by exercising brotherly love, relief, and truth, and having faith, hope, and the practice of charity. In addition, Masonry has many symbolic examples and rituals to further understand how we improve ourselves and contribute to society. While the samurai had Bushido as a way of life, Masons have the four cardinal virtues and the teachings within our rituals as our way of life. It is something we strive to live with in our day-to-day life. This is not something we leave in the lodge or only practice in each other's company. It is a way of life to live every moment of your life. I would like to close by saying that Masonry is not a club. It becomes a part of you, and you a part of it, and it includes your family. You dedicate much of your time to meetings, charity, and fellowship for the rest of your life. It requires constant studying and learning, so your family support is crucial. Being a Mason is not easy. It takes a lot of work. However, I can tell you with the utmost honesty that Masonry has been one of the most important, life-changing decisions I have ever made. The success in my personal, spiritual, and business life have been positively impacted by Masonry. Thank you.
フリーメイソンとしての生き方。このメッセージがこの動画をご覧になっている皆様の人生を見つめ直すきっかけとなれば幸いです。